Well, welcome everybody to our Appreciation Academy. Actually, we're National Hangout Day. Hard to believe. And I'm going to just let Nicole Williams do the official welcome. We're recording this for those that can't join us. So take it away, Nicole.
Yay. Well, just a shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us today. We're so excited. We are part of Sent Out Cards, and Sent Out Cards has blessed our lives in so many ways. And we are so excited to share what we do with Send Out Cards and maybe share some ideas with you all. So Jennifer, today, so many celebrations going on for one day.
Yes, we've been talking about this. This is so, I mean, it's like really, but today is National Hangout Day, and it actually happens to be the day there is a celebration of hanging clothes out on a line. So it's not Hangout Day that you might think it is, but it's hanging clothes out on a line. There's actually a celebration for that. And then let's see, what else is there? Oh, so today's okay, there's other days. Every day there's something. There's a holiday for everything. So today also happens to be Bicycle Day, Humorous Day, can't believe it, Stress Awareness Day, Garlic Day.
That's a good day.
They celebrate garlic. It's also, let's see, Kate Hudson's birthday, Ashley Judd's birthday, James Franco's birthday, and I'm sure there's a number of others. I don't know. Nicole, did you have one or two?
I got one, Kindergarten Recognition Day. So it's just amazing that there are so many things that, you might, seeing this, like Garlic Day, it might trigger something like, oh my gosh, my client, Nancy loves garlic. I have this recipe. Why not put it on a card and send it over?
I was wondering if Dawn has any chocolate celebrations that happen today. No?
Chocolate.
Not like chocolate. What is it?
We could find one.
I'm sure
we could make one up, and we could make it a national holiday, and no one is going to question us.
That is exactly.
Yes, we can.
Well, we have Miss Evans Casey. There is literally, she could help us because when every other chocolate holiday is, right? So we could create something. It's just kind of funny that there's something every day. Nicole was telling me about the Kindergarten Recognition Day. And there's birthdays. let's see. So tomorrow is Look-alike Day. So if you feel like you are inspired to wear the clothes that somebody, or try to dress like somebody and look alike, I don't know, kind of goofy. But every day, when we were talking about this a couple months ago, we said we should be having an event every month that, that we can talk about. There's always something to celebrate or someone to appreciate. So that is kind of where we started this. Now, we have a friend in New York who actually—
I'm texting.
Are you texting her?
Texting her the link.
Okay, hopefully, did she say anything? Did she come back? Maybe but
she is coming. She apologizes. Somebody forgot to remind her. But
no, I sent her out an email. So
did you?
Well, yes. So there she is.
You're okay, Jackie, with the snow? Did y'all get snow up there?
No, thank goodness.
Oh, thank goodness. I saw something, maybe it's like on the Pennsylvania border,
no,
but like over 200,000 customers without power. So
it did flurry on Easter, and we were like, what the heck?
Oh, it snowed. Well, it snowed yesterday, not on Easter. It snowed yesterday here. So Nicole, do you want to introduce Jackie?
Yes, I am so excited that Jackie is joining us. She is one of my happy customers with so appreciated with Sent Out Cards. And she recently she mailed me this beautiful postcard. Look, twins.
I have one too.
And it's just so neat. It's got a note and it's got this box, this ginormous box. So we invited her to tell us a little bit about this card. If we're so excited you're here. Tell us, because you're with an amazing company.
Yeah,
You can tell
yeah.
us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, tell us who you are, what you do, because I don't think you've met these lovely ladies. So.
Oh, I have not.
Yeah.
Hi, ladies. I'm Jackie Barsoon. I'm a brand partner with Young Living Essential Oils, but it's way more than essential oils. It's all natural, non-toxic products. Everything from toothpaste to makeup, shampoo, household cleaners, supplements and vitamins, literally everything. But I got into it because I was pregnant and I couldn't take medicine. I had a sinus infection. My mother-in-law had a 20-year-old bottle of eucalyptus and it cleared me up to my, I was very surprised because I had a few friends that used Young Living and always invited me to their classes. And I was like, no, thanks. I'll stick to my candles and perfumes and toxic things. And lo and behold, years later, they worked so well for me and changed my life so much that I couldn't keep my mouth shut about them. And I started the business, and it's truly life-changing in so many ways. And I'm 5 years in to using the products and I still learn something new every single day. And I do that for myself and my family, but also to like educate others. It's a calling I never knew I would be doing, but here we are and it's amazing. So I met Jennifer and Nicole through a friend that was in their networking groups. And I started using send out cards. The first month or two, I wasn't using them as much as I should have. And then one day last month, I was like, wow, I have resources that give me all of these beautiful graphics and wording. I've had a website that's been collecting dust because I was not using it. I was paying for it, but I wasn't using it. And one day I was just like, wow, I should start making blog posts and sending out cards with a QR code that leads my customers to my blog post. It's a way to engage with my customers. Young Living is a multi-level marketing. So it's other people under me are signing people up. So I may not know them. So a text may be weird, especially if it's been like 2 years since they've been signed up. So I figured it's a way to educate and connect with people without making it weird, but supporting them. So I created these postcards. I'm going to start doing it every single month. And I think I'm going to alternate between postcards and cards that you have to open with an envelope just to see what kind of feedback I get. Postcards I thought would be, you see it, you can't really ignore it. But with an envelope, you have to physically open it to see what's in it. So I kind of want to play with it and maybe switch it up every other month just to see what works best. But I've gotten amazing feedback on my random idea here. And I'm really excited to keep it going. Jennifer, if you want to make me the presenter, I can share my screen with the postcard and then what it leads to.
Yeah, that would be great. We were hoping you would do that. I just hadn't gotten there yet. So, and I was saying earlier, if I could just throw this in there, that Bren didn't know everybody on the call here. And now I'm just so excited that Jackie gets on here too. You guys are my favorite people. You get to meet each other. How cool is that? So, I mean, and all of you that I already know, that you're my favorite people.
That's the beauty of technology, right?
Exactly.
Ready.
So this is the send out cards that I made. Just simple. That's the front of the postcard. And then on the back, I just put a little blurb, something short, sweet, that's not too personal, and then the QR code. So everyone is using QR codes these days, especially with COVID. Even people that aren't good with technology, once they started going to restaurants and they were using paper throwaway things, a lot of restaurants started using QR codes for their menus and stuff. So even my mother-in-law and my mom get it and they know what to do with it. So this is the back of it. You'll just scan this, and when you scan it, it'll bring you to my website. I do photography and I have this wellness business, so I created this with the intention of doing blog posts to share information on the wellness products. And here we are, I'm finally doing it with my second one. The first one was like a year or two ago. So we're gonna make this more frequent. So with this, I put in my own personal little blurb here about spring finally, even though it's still snowing. But we're gonna look for the brighter days. My birthday is the first day of spring because God knew that I would be stomping my feet through winter every year. So he made me come 2 weeks early on the first day of spring.
Good.
So these are all just little DIYs and some of my staples for the spring season. I know a lot of people have allergies, everything's blooming and it's beautiful, but like when I was little, growing up, I spent my entire spring on the couch with a washcloth on my face because my eyes were swollen shut and itchy from the pollen. Over the past few, and I was taking like all through my life, I've taken allergy medicine every single day. It could be a coincidence, but since I've been using these products, I don't take it every day. I only take it on very few days that are really bad where, you know, you just need some instant relief. There's a lot of bug sprays and garden sprays. I actually have one right here for all my little plants to keep the bugs and the pests away. And then, you know, the oils and stuff that keep my allergies at bay. And I'm only saying that because this is on a private Zoom. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to medicate, like give you medical, you know, advice. Really, it's from my own experience. But plants are the first medicine. It says in the Bible, let plants be thy medicine. And frankincense and myrrh were gifts to baby Jesus. So it's not a new fad, but it really matters like where you get it from. And that's why I'm with Young Living, because of their seed to seal. But I just figured this would be super helpful for my customers of ideas for cleaning products for the spring. Everyone's purging and, you know, scrubbing their house, respiratory needs, travel, sunscreen, bug repellent, all the things that you already have in your home, just non-toxic and safe for your kids and pets. So these are just ideas for orders. We have ditch and switch, spring cleaning, you know, removing the toxins, showing how budget friendly it really is because it's not more expensive and it doesn't have to be overnight. So it's kind of showing a gradual change to a non-toxic lifestyle. And then down here we have some diffuser blends. You can see in the background that my diffuser is always pumping. I have a 2-bedroom apartment with about 7 diffusers. I have 3 in the living room, 1 in the bathroom, a few in each bedroom, because not only do they smell good, they're supporting us, our whole body, you know, for sleep, for allergy support, for immune support, like all the different things. And it smells beautiful too. And it looks really pretty. So I have some diffuser recipes here, which also double as roller recipes. So we have, like, you can buy rollers that have a roller top right on for on the go to use. So you can double the diffuser recipes in a roller and it gives directions for that. So I figured just simple, to the point, education and DIYs for all my customers. And everyone's been loving the postcard. So I'm very thankful for Jennifer and Nicole for sharing send out cards with me, because I think it's going to make a big difference for us.
Woohoo! And I mean, when I did it, I didn't even know your phone can actually do it. Who told me that last week when we were on our call, ladies? I think somebody said you can just, Nicole, yeah. There are some technology things I don't know. Yeah.
And with this too, like, I just learned over the past few months, because I do a lot on social media, on Instagram. And I was always like, well, you can't share a QR code on your stories because you need your phone to take the picture. But actually, if you have a newer phone, if you take a screenshot and you go into your photos and click the QR code, like click on the QR code, it'll scan it. So it'll just bring you to the page. So if you want, you could take a picture of this and then go into your photos and you can just click the little scan button and it'll just bring you right to it. So if you see one, you know, on social media on your phone, you can use it. Yeah.
Wondering about that, Jackie. I'm like, I can't do it. Cool.
So I would just tell you too, I mean, we were really excited that Jackie was using this and she found all this stuff. I mean, it was like, we didn't even talk about this. It's pretty cool. I will tell you, she's serious when she says she'll help you, because I got right the minute our North Side group was over a couple weeks, was it 2 weeks ago, whatever. Right when our group was over, I called her. Is it an hour earlier there, Jackie? No, you're on the same time as us, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I called her, and this is at like 9:15. And I said, okay, here's my medical issue. Gave her this long rundown, and it was really kind of weird stuff. I mean, it's like having to do with my voice and all this stuff. But I guess I'm just saying she's serious when she will actually, well, I've had so many things. I thought I had nodules. I might, but I don't know. But Jackie literally sent me something the other day with all kinds of cool, well, just stuff that she had obviously done some research on it, and gave me all these. I mean, not that I don't believe that she would do it, but it's just in this day and age, when you find somebody that'll do that for you, it's just really sweet. So Bryn,
That's
you and
awesome.
Jackie are very similar people, because you'll do all the insurance work. She'll do all the health and, health stuff, not insurance stuff. That we leave for Nancy. If Nancy's there, hopefully she hears that. But I would just say, I was just really impressed. And then this is just really cool. How cool. I mean, and all of us could probably do that, right? Some way
It's
or
pretty.
another.
It's
Yeah, so
eye-catchy.
You can
It's-
make a QR code for any website. So if you have a business website, you can just Google a QR code generator, and you can put in the website and it'll generate the code for you, and then you can just save it. So you can do that. A lot of people are putting them on business cards. If you use business cards, flyers, anything. If you're doing like a class or a presentation and you have a table, you can have little stations, and it could lead to videos about, it's just an easy
But
thing. I mean,
you
it's taking over.
actually-
Look at all the commercials on the TV. It's just a QR code on the screen. Like
Right,
there's nothing
but
else on there.
But this is cool. You guys all use send out cards, so you know why you like to do it, because it's that tangible touch. Let me just say, I know that Dawn does not know Jackie, and Polly doesn't know Jackie. So we will just, Dawn, I'm sorry, you're on mute, by the way. So when you've been talking, we know we can read your mouth, but we can't hear you. If you wanted, and if everybody wants to put their information in the chat, I will send it out, because I'm serious. All of you guys that don't know each other, you should all know each other. You really should. So if you can put your email, and I'll save it. But Dawn, you want to go ahead?
Go ahead with an introduction.
Who are you?
I'm Dawn.
Yeah, but Jackie doesn't know you.
Hey, Jackie. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I am one of Jennifer's TTR networking group leaders. I am a travel agent. I'm a genealogist. I am a chocolate lover, and I enjoy the send out cards, the concept. There's a lot about it that I am still learning, so I much appreciate what you're sharing with us today. I definitely see value in that QR code information. So I will connect with you on your website and Facebook and whatever. I'm looking forward to it. That's it.
Yay, good. Okay, Bryn and Polly, I know Polly's going to talk here in a minute, but either one, I want Jackie to know everybody. And Nancy, if I say Nancy's there, I know she's there. Polly?
You want me to go?
Sure.
Send out cards is what I do. So that's my primary gig. I'm also a market area director for a networking group here locally in Indiana. And since Dawn's a chocolate lover, I'm a wine lover. So
Yes,
how
she
about that? Huge proponent, love essential oils. I should use them more, but my favorite's peppermint for headaches. I do that a lot because I'm trying to be all natural and all that good stuff, use good stuff for my body. So huge proponent, love what you do. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
there's,
and I love the QR code. I just helped somebody, I helped a real estate agent set up a branding on the back of her cards, and she has a QR code that sends them directly to like all her listings and all that good stuff. So it's definitely a great thing to be doing.
yeah. Well, when she shared it last week or 2 weeks ago, I like, oh, Jackie, you got to get on this call with us. We've got our team meeting that usually happens on Tuesdays at 2, and we want people to, so we may be recruiting you to come and tell us about this as you do more and more and more and join our, be on our team. Bryn, tell us what you do. I know what you do, but nobody. Jackie doesn't.
I am a shelter insurance agent, so I sell all types of insurance, and that's me. And I send out cards for thank yous, birthdays. I like send out cards because it's a simple, affordable way to communicate with my insureds, but make it a little bit more personable than a generic one that our home office issues. So yeah, I'm a big fan of send out cards, and I thank Jennifer for introducing me to it.
You're welcome. By the way, thank you very much for your video testimonial. That was great too. I just wanted you to know that was great. I appreciate that. That was very sweet.
Pleasure.
You're very sweet. So Nancy, are you there? Have you just, oh, there she is.
I am.
Who are you?
Multitasking. What can I say?
You need to introduce yourself to Jackie, and Jackie to you. Well, Jackie, you heard. But
I heard all about Jackie and her bar or QR codes. Those are pretty cool. I forgot all about those. And I've learned to use them on menu in restaurants, so I should remember them.
yeah.
I'm Nancy Leslie. I do health insurance in Indiana only, and I help people with their health insurance requirements or problems, and I also do Medicare. And I use send out cards in a couple of different ways. I do send out cards to clients. I hook them up to a campaign so I don't have to worry about them. So put them in for a 5-card campaign after they sign up for a policy. And then for new customers, I have a way to find out addresses of people turning 65. So I send them birthday cards. So probably some of them don't want to see a happy 65 birthday, but they're getting one.
Well, the alternative isn't good. So there you go.
go.
I mean, that's what people tell me every time I complain about getting older. Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's get real.
But that's what I'm doing with send out cards.
Yay, cool, yay. So really quick, I just wanted to say that you all know me, but I will tell you, I found send out cards. Polly, is it really almost 11 years? I keep saying 10. You're on mute, Polly. You look really pretty, but I can't hear you.
Sorry, my daughter just picked up the dog, so that was why I was off and on.
No problem.
So yeah, no, it's 2011.
Holy cow. Okay, so I met Polly. I was an insurance agent. These lovely ladies that are insurance agents, I'm very happy that I can refer people to them because I don't want to do it anymore. But when I was doing it, I had quite a book of business, and I found I needed something. And I met Polly I needed something that I could send all my clients fairly. I wanted to send out a mass mailing of cards. I really was just tired of handwriting everything. So I started on the journey, and I met Polly, and you just joined like a month before. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to send out cards, we have Polly has been, I don't know if you were the first one to bring it to Indiana, but you were one of because the company's been around for 18 years.
Yeah.
And they're unheard of success. I mean, and they've done so much, and we're going to turn it over to Polly, but I just want to tell you so many stories I have of people, and actually, I mean, even a story of meeting Bryn and then sharing something like send out cards with her, and then the connection that she now is, part of my favorite people group. I mean, you know, she would be my favorite people, even if she wasn't in our network, even if, you know, even if she wasn't using send out cards, I would still call her, you know, a very good friend. And I'm just excited to see all the, you just became an agency on your own. I know I said that before, but pretty big deal. But anyway, I could tell you so many stories, and that is one of the big things about send out cards. You may not have a story yet, but you will. Believe me, if you use these cards long enough, you use the system, the energy that it creates that's part of Jordan, our leading affiliate, said last night, the energy in sending cards, you can't even put a price tag. There's just, it's priceless. So I want to say that I'm going to turn it over to Polly, who can show us, if you don't know or you're confused. Polly, can you show us or tell us something about send out cards first? And then
you guys are all users of it, so I don't know that you need a demo.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, obviously birthdays, half birthdays are fun. We have somebody in our company that always does. She's big on the happy birthday, and it's literally half of a card. So it's a 5x7. Although I'm not always, at getting older, I'm not that as excited about getting half birthday cards, but it's not like when I was 6. I'm 6.5. So those anniversaries, so in an insurance, that's always a good thing to maybe be sending out an anniversary card. These are just some ideas for how you can do, maybe use send out cards, but new clients, it's always fun to celebrate new clients with brownies or cookies or something. When they have them, although don't do this for your really old clientele, the twisty, they have these things, so not very expensive. They always run out. So when they have them, they're really fun to get. They've had bats, they've had butterflies, just different things where that when you open the card, then it flutters out. So those are fun. I wrote notes even. An idea that I really like, I don't have kids that are in this age group, but sponsoring like a little league team or a basketball team or something like that, especially if you're going to the events and you take pictures, you can collect the addresses from those families. And if you send each of those families cards, no agenda, just with pictures of their team and the kids playing or doing whatever, that's a phenomenal way to be able to generate extra leads that you just kind of start creating that community relationship. Trying to think. Something else I thought, the 5 C's they talk about, the more you can customize a card, and it doesn't have to be rocket science. I did a couple today, and I mean, I could share my screen. I did a couple today where I literally just pulled from Facebook.
Do you want to show it? Maybe just
I can. Yeah.
I mean, you can. And then if anybody, you know, if you are at all confused, because every time we do it, people are like, oh, I didn't know it was that easy. Or I didn't know that worked like that.
Hang on, I got home so late that I didn't have it open. So let me open up you'd think I have so many tabs open, I would have it. I will get you here though. But customizing things, complimenting people is always somehow complimenting.
Or like, you can't see this. Can you see this?
I know. I'm opening it. Hold on.
Well, this
I'm
is
just talking.
My daughter's baby shower. Nicole sent this to me. My daughter's baby shower in July. No, the baby's coming in July. This is in May, but it was really cool to get that. I have so many of them sitting here. I know I have cards from Bren. I know I have cards from Nicole and Polly and Nancy and Jackie. Your card is right on the top. Because when I found it, I was like, yes.
Jennifer, the thing that is super cool about your invite, it was a PDF, right? That you sent me. And then all I did was I took it and I just put it on a 5x7 and then just mailed it. And that's how good. Look, just like an invite.
Pretty simple. Yeah, pretty simple. So you got it, Polly?
Yep. So you guys can see my screen, I'm hoping. So
yeah.
these are just a couple. I pulled these off of Facebook. Now, I will tell you, when I pull pictures off of Facebook, it has to speak to me somehow. I'm not just randomly. I love this picture, possibly because my girls are grown, but I didn't, how am I gonna, oh, here we go. I was like, that's all I put, frameable on the back. I mean, she's gonna see it's from me. This one I just thought was funny. So this is a wine guy. I know him from we used to have a networking meeting at the Chateau Thomas wine shop. So he must have had all the kids making goofy faces. So I just said, love the funny faces. And it's not going all the way down, but I think I put frameable or something like that. But everything, this happens to be my brother and sister-in-law, got the entire family together. It was a beautiful day. So Easter 2022. So some of these, I don't do a lot of things. Sometimes I will do quotes or things. This is somebody, she's going through a challenging time with her daughter. Daughter had brain cancer or brain tumor, and now they just found another spot. And I thought they were past it. So I just sent her something there. This is somebody, we share the love of wine. I did something, just a funny postcard, and literally I was demoing it to her. And then we took a picture and I sent her another picture. Sometimes it's just the colors in a picture. I just thought, I mean, I was just like, looking at this like, wow, I just love it. And I was just like, Easter 22, so adorable. So everything my husband, he's getting a birthday card. These people are neighbors. I literally just kind of, you two are adorable. So sometimes you don't have to do a lot. This is she's a pet lover. So how, I took this off of Facebook somewhere. How do you know if you can trust someone? If it barks or purrs, it's 100%. I think she's got like 3 cats, 4 cats and a dog. So, but what all I'm saying is find reasons to celebrate people. Right. Like this one I did, and now I'm hoping, this one I Googled. So I saw her speak. She was at a One Zone Chamber breakfast. I bought her book, and then I wrote her just a quick message. Love having a signature. And this one I didn't really brand. So I just did a gratitude thing. So I don't know that I have. Let's see if I have.
Well, Polly, I know.
There's an example of branding. So
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So I guess I just want to say, one of the reasons that you're doing the unlimited, if people aren't familiar with that, the unlimited package, literally, you could send hundreds of these in a day if you have time. Yeah. As long as you're sending them one at a time, it's only going to be the 97 and they're going to cover the postage. Yeah. So I just throw that out there because that's like unheard of. And it doesn't matter, Polly, where have you sent cards to?
I've gone overseas. You can go anywhere, England, anywhere. The big thing is make sure they're different. So if you are on a campaign and are using the same image over and over again, my tip is not to send over 20 of them in a given day. If you can personalize the message, all the better. So I have a funny Cinco de Mayo card. I'm gonna use it for Cinco de Mayo. See if I can do and this is just gonna be it's gonna be a funny touch point. I'm gonna make it a postcard because I don't really care if it gets and doesn't matter. I'm not gonna send it right now, but my people, my pictures keep getting in my way. Well, I can't seem to move my pictures.
Polly, I've got a question about the multiples. Can you have the same picture and just change the message, or have the same message and just change the picture? Or what really matters for them not to?
You can. So this is what I'm going to do here. Yeah. So what's going to flag your account is over 20 cards in a day. basically. So then they're going to look at your account. So you saw, I just had like however many cards, every single one of them was different. Now this particular card, I'm probably going to send out to, just as a touch point, just because I think it's kind of funny, to like members of my H7 network and things like that, and maybe some current clients. I will put their name, I might put a different message on it, but I've got to be careful because if I send out too many of them in a day, they're all going to pretty much look alike. So you do need to be careful.
And then it would be a system send. So Dawn, I
Yeah.
don't know if that, yeah.
Does
So
that help?
So I'm trying to, so over 20 in a day, it doesn't matter. It's just the number of them.
As long as, yeah. So I tell people that that's what's going to flag your account. If you do 20, I actually think it's like 23 or 25. I just tell people no more than 20. They have to be individually sent. So single sent. You start it from scratch each time. And if you send 20 or less, it probably won't flag. But that's the big thing is you don't want to abuse the system.
So,
And that's considered abuse if you.
yeah, it's a Dawn though, if you could sit there, Polly, correct me, please, but you could sit there and send out 30 different cards and you'd be fine.
You probably could, because I mean, that's kind of the postcard program.
Right. So basically it's going to flag somebody if I'm sorry, not going to flag somebody. They're going to say, oh, she sent out 30 cards. Then they're going to look at it.
They're going to look.
They're
And if
not-
they see 30 different individual cards,
You're good.
if I go on a rampage and I'm just like, maybe, because Easter was just there and there was a lot of pictures. So you might be, Jackie.
Okay.
But
I'm
Because
definitely flagged.
I'm
Sorry, but-
likely to send something with the same picture, but I'm happy to write an individual message on.
I still try to keep it at about that 20 mark. I know that because there was somebody on one of the calls where she literally, she picked a stock card, but she individually was trying to connect with people. And so she wrote an individual message to each person. And she was featured on one of our calls. So yeah, that's a good thing, Jackie. Yeah, if you mix them up, I think they just look to see, is it the same card? Are they doing what the company is promoting heartfelt cards?
Yes.
And technically Jackie's are marketing. They're not individual. And Jack, are you you're on the unlimited? So you do get 30 system sends with that package as well. So you could create a group.
30 at the same.
30.
yes.
You will pay postage, but to say, that you can kind of weigh your time on that one and send out a group of 30 because that comes with the 97 now. So
They didn't used to.
no,
That's a
so
big
it's-
deal.
Yeah, so they've enhanced it even more. So you could do 30 every month with your 97 and then individually send the rest or something. But if you think about it, if you sent 20, let's just say you're Monday through Friday, you're sending 20 cards a day, and you do that every Monday through Friday, 4 weeks, that's 400 cards for $100 without getting flagged. That's a pretty good deal. So, and I mean, I don't promote this. We're recording this, so I will not admit to it. But I did do this a little bit for an insurance agent where when COVID hit, I did this is a hug card or this is a card with a hug in it or something. And we sent it out to all his people and I individually put names in it and all that. But
And Nancy did all kinds of stuff with hers and when she was first starting to send them. So if she weren't on the phone, she could tell us, but she's a good person to ask because she figured out quite a few things on her own. And she didn't even tell you all that she does. She has some other things under her umbrella that she does. So
if you're doing it a lot, I would highly recommend the 147 or the 247 account because that's 100 system sends or 250 system sends, depending on how many people you have. if it's something you're doing a lot, but if you're just kind of, like, I'm going to market this month, then.
Well, the good thing is, Polly, we're not under any contract. You can change it every month if you want. So
I just talked to a commercial real estate yesterday. And so we were talking about, like, we're probably going to start her on the 37 just to kind of get her used to it. But then she's going to probably go to the 97, but she doesn't know she needs 97 every month. I'm like, that's okay. You can kind of bounce back and forth. So, but she's also one of these people, she's networking all the time. So if I can get her using it, she takes pictures and posts all the time. So
yeah, I think that's awesome. We had Nicole, did you want to share some of the stuff that you have coming up? And
oh yes, coming up. Well, we're so excited. On Friday nights, we just recently started Cards and Chill, and it's fun because it's like informal. We joke around, BYOC, bring your own cards, for like our friends that are not yet on. Everybody has a different way, whether you write your cards or use the simplified, affordable online send out cards. Different ways to do it, but it's fun. We've been doing it a couple of weeks, and it's virtual, and we chit chat. I think the first time we did it, I got 8 postcards done. So I was like, yay! So it's kind of like an accountability, and we just share ideas, and it's just really relaxed. And then this Friday we have a theme, teacher appreciation. So a lot of us, we might have children or nieces, nephews, and we'll be kind of talking about some ideas how to appreciate teachers. So hope you guys can come, or if you know somebody that might, just a little bit of quiet time, nothing fancy, come in your PJs. You don't have to put your screen on if you don't want to. Bring
we
a
don't.
favorite, but you don't have to if you
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to. It's more fun if you do. Oh no.
No, I was just thinking, I don't think I
Never.
didn't look that good the last couple of weeks. Okay. Friday night's kind of a rough time. And it's teacher appreciation. Let's see, I guess really, Nicole, thank you for that, because now I guess basically, I know you've already asked some questions. Anybody got questions? If it's commission questions or anything, Polly's really good at that. Or if it's like showing you how to do a card, Polly's really good at that. There is nobody out there that cannot use send out cards to build their own business. So this is an unbelievable tool. So anybody, questions, thoughts?
I would direct people to the Greener Still Stories
Yes.
Facebook group. It's a great way if you're just trying to generate some ideas. It's a great way to watch short videos on different people and how they're using it in different professions. So that's a great way to.
I don't know. Maybe that would be something that Jackie would be able to share her story on. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we've steered you that way, Jackie, with the Greener Still Stories. And Bryn, you could probably share your stuff because you've been using them too. No pressure at all to do it, but I mean, just saying, it's called Greener Still Stories, and I think we
might have to invite them in, Jennifer.
Yeah, I think we do, but it's not a place where there's any pressure to sell send out cards. It's all about the different people, like Polly said, that have in different industries that have used it and how they've maximized it to build their business. And
it's literally testimonies.
Yeah,
it's just
and
it's just all different professions. I mean, you get insurance and mortgage a lot, but yeah, different businesses, real estate, everything. There's a coaching. I know there's coaching in there. There's all kinds of things. I think there's a good one for network marketing. There was a 7-figure earner that speaks in that as well. So just how people are using send out cards to be. And one of the things I love, it was on one of the calls last night about not putting a price on kindness. That's what the best thing about the $97 plan is. You don't have to put a price on kindness.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to think about how many cards have I sent or how many anything. So you can send out that kindness and love on people, and we can change the world. one card at a time.
Polly, can I ask you a question? I was gonna say that'd be a good final thing, but you said the 5 C's of doing cards.
Yeah.
You said customize, and then I didn't get any other C's.
Oh yeah, so it customize, anytime you can customize them, so that's how we got into the pictures. Complimenting people. So just kind of working your way in, finding something to compliment people on, and maybe referring back to that. Control, and this is kind of when you're controlling how often you touch your customers, how
Yeah.
often and everything.
Like Brent.
Yeah.
Right.
Care. It's showing people that you care. It's the unexpected card. So we do birthday cards, we might do anniversary cards, all that stuff. That unexpected card that I had a friend that was going through it, and I just kind of made sure that like every other day she was getting a postcard or a card from me, just to let her know I was thinking about her, because she was just going through a really, really tough time. So, and just listening to their life. And if you can send cards on that, and then just being consistent. So it's customize, compliment, control, care, and consistency are the 5 C's. And then my big thing is just have fun. The more fun you can have with sending your cards, the more that law of reciprocity will come back to you, and people, they're not going to dread, when you call them on the phone or something. They're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll talk to Polly. And they're not automatically thinking I'm not calling to sell them something or something like that. Because we all have those people that the phone rings and you're like, oh, maybe I'll get that later. I'll let that go to voicemail. So just love on people. That's all. Have fun with it. That's my big message. Have fun with it.
I think that's a good,
Polly.
oh, good one.
I was just wondering if you could repeat those 5 C's, and what is your method of initially gathering someone's physical address? Because it's pretty easy for an individual or small business to gather email address.
So if it's an actual business, you can always just Google their business. If it's a physical location. I did step out of my own box. So that speaker that I showed the card on, I didn't have her. I don't know her. So I Googled her on fastpeoplesearch.com. So hopefully she's not going to think this is weird when I send her this. So I took a picture of her at the event, and then I took a picture of the fact that I bought her book. So I'm, kind of buying a little credibility. I bought your book. There was no sales pitch in it. I would love to probably chat with her. She's definitely an influencer, but in her book is very transparent. And I kind of closed it with, thank you for sharing yourself with all of us. And so hopefully she's going to feel my heart in the card and not think it's weird that I Googled her. So I got a lead on some real estate agents, and I don't know any of them. So there's 12 of them in Connecticut. And I've Googled every single one of them, their address, their office, and all that. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to introduce myself. I've been referred to them by another real estate agent. So that's going to be in the card. Don't want to make it too wordy, but I'm going to probably send some kind of greeting card introducing myself. And then I might stalk them on Facebook or something and see if if they've gotten an award or something like that, and send them that in a postcard or something like 2 or 3 days later. And just before I try to call them, because I don't know, cold calling somebody, I'm like, hey, Craigo, he introduced me to you, or, referred me to you. And I don't know, that's kind of feels icky to me. So if it feels icky to me, I'm assuming it's going to feel icky to them. It may not, but.
I think it's, you just kind of have to get to the point where you ask people a lot too, Dawn.
Yeah, Fast People Search is a really good one though, fastpeoplesearch.com. Fastpeoplesearch.com.
Okay.
It'll ask you that you're not a robot, but you can literally, you could put in Polly Holzman, Fishers, Indiana, because you know where I live. Kind of approximately where I live, and then I will come up, and every address that I've ever lived at will come up. And so if you know approximately where they live, and if you've established some kind of relationship, the author, that speaker, this one, it's a little on the outside creepy part, but we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if she reaches out.
All right, thanks. And can you repeat those 5 C's?
Yes.
Holly?
Customize. So customize your cards, compliment people, find reasons to compliment them. Control, that just means you can control how often you're reaching out to people. Care, show people who you are. And then consistency.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Bryn. Thank you, Nicole and Polly. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I will
all. Thank
send
you.
out, yes, I will send out the recording link, which will be on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions or anything, Jackie, thank you for joining us. Really, 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 really. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
love
you.
that.
you so much.
Because it's
Thanks
such
for
a
having
great, great story to share. And that, like I said, that greener still stories, I will go in, we'll make sure, right, Nicole? I think Dawn might already be in there, so.
I think Dawn and Nancy are in. I invited Jackie. So
Oh, good.
I looked for Dawn and Nancy, but I didn't see them.
I don't know if Bryn is in there or not, so we'll have
And
to make.
Bryn, I couldn't remember because hers has her husband's name, and I
It's
can't
Steve
remember.
and Bryn. I'll go in and try to
Okay,
do that.
thank
But
you.
thank you, everybody. You're awesome. We will see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you
will
so
send
much.
out the chat too.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.